in this diagram, triangle ABC, they're saying that P is a centroid. So it's already given information that P is in fact a centroid. So this one here, this point right here, they're telling me that that's a centroid. So when you're told that you have a centroid, there's a fact that goes along with that, and that is that it breaks this line segment up into a ratio of 2 to 1. All right. What does that mean? That means that the larger section of your median is 2/3 of the entire length, and the smaller section of your median is 1/3 of the entire length. So if you know one of these pieces of information, you can find other parts of your medians. So in example A, we're told that AD is 15. So the entire line segment AD is 15. All right, so down here I'll do A. So what does that mean for me? That means that I have a statement where I can find either AP or BD. It doesn't matter which one. In this case, they've said AP first, so let's do that one first. So AP is going to be equal to, now AP in this example is the larger section of the line segment. So that's going to be 2/3 of the entire thing, which was AD. So now plugging in my information, AP is going to equal 2/3 of AD, which we already know is 15. And now all I have to do is multiply those two numbers together. Again, if you're doing it in your head, I can simplify this to make my life a lot easier. So therefore, AP is going to be equal to 2 times 5, which is 10. So the portion of AD, of the median AD, from A to P is in fact 10 units long. Once I know that that is 10, I can simply find the other portion of it by simply taking the total and subtracting the part that I know. So PD in this example is simply going to be the entire line segment minus the part that we just found. So that's going to equal 15 minus 10. So therefore, PD is equal to 5 for us. So that's how we can use our information and the facts about a centroid in order for us to find parts of them. All right. Now in the other examples here, let's see, example B here. Let's do that in red. All right, so B, all right, we're given other information. In that case, we're given the small section, right, or the 1/3 section, and we're told that is 3. So in order to find the other pieces, now I can go through the whole process and say that, EP is equal to 1/3 of the entire thing, and then plug in the information that I have. But there's really no reason to go through all of that. Because if this is 1/3 and this is 2/3, right, that means that the larger section, the 2/3 section, is twice the size of the smaller section. So in this case, PB is going to equal 2 times whatever the smaller section is. So from here, so that's just simply, I can now plug in that 2 times 3, and I now know that BP is 6 units long. All right, so I can now fill that information in, and once I know that, finding the entire thing, EB, is just simply as easy as just saying, well, that's 3 plus 6, so EB is going to equal 9. Now for choice problem C here, all right, we're told that CP is 14. So CP here is 14. Let's do this in blue since I already have it in blue. All right, that's 14. So now if I have that being 14 and I'm asked to find the other pieces, once again, I can use that process of information that knowing that this is 2/3 of the entire thing. You can plug it in just like we did over here in part A and say that CP is equal to 2/3 of CF. Plug in the information, solve for the missing section of, in this case, CF, and go from there, which is fine. Or we can shortcut that by saying, well, this is twice the size of FP. We can reverse that sentence and say, well, FP, right, is only half of the size of whatever CP is. So now we know that FP has to equal 1/2 of 14. So FP is going to equal 7. right? And then if we are looking for the entire piece, in this case, that would be CF. Well, that's just going to be simply the addition of 7 plus 14. So now we know that CF is equal to 21. All right, so whichever process you want to go through is fine. Again, we can formally go through this whole portion of what, being 2/3 or 1/3 of the segment and solve for that piece. Or if you know the 2/3 section or the 1/3 section, you can simply, shortcut the process by either halving or doubling according to which piece you have in order to find the other section of the median. All right, so whichever version you like is fine with me. Take this opportunity to pause the video and try this on your own.